Welcome to Movie Moments. Here are a few reasons why anyone should watch this movie, The One Piece.
You don't need to fight. I can talk to them, pirate to pirate.
Not only does it promise adventure, excitement, and some action, it's actually an interesting spin on a pirate tale. In a nutshell, the story is about a boy named Monkey D. Luffy and his pirate crew who set out to the deep blue to find the ultimate treasure of the sea, the One Piece, owned by the late pirate king Gold Roger.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and I will be the king of the pirates.
Anyone who finds it becomes the pirate king, but the sea is swarming with vicious pirates sailing the deep blue looking for the same treasure. So how does a scrawny boy in a straw hat achieve this? You gotta watch it to find out. The movie is actually a live remake from an anime series currently showing on Netflix right now. It's a fun movie. There's scary pirates, characters with weird abilities, they use snails as telecoms, and lots more. But what stands out the most is the story, which is so inspiring. Major characters in the movies have dreams, like Luffy.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
And Kobe.
I've always wanted to be a Marine.
Nami.
I'm gonna draw a map of the world.
Usopp, Chef Riggs, Sanji, you name it, and we get to watch them try to live their dreams against all odds, which is so interesting. Now, some of those dreams were pretty outrageous considering the status or conditions surrounding the person. Luffy, for example, dreams of becoming king of the pirates. To do so, he has to find the One Piece, but he's just a boy on a leaky boat in the middle of nowhere. Not to mention, there were lots of pirates with greater advantage looking for the treasure as well. Why does he even bother? It even sounded like a joke whenever he said it, and he had a habit of announcing it to anyone he met.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and I will be king of the pirates. Cause I'm gonna be king of the pirates. King of the pirates!
If determination was a person, it would be him. His reckless courage got him a crew, a ship, made him the most wanted pirate of the seas, and he did all that in a scrawny straw hat, which by the way was his greatest treasure. It was given to him by a pirate named Shanks, whom he looked up to, and even he didn't believe so much in Luffy's dream. But such energy as Luffy's had to rub off somehow. It was only a matter of time before he managed to convince 5 others to chase their dreams as well. Some of them never had one, others had given up on it, while some of them simply needed motivation to do more. 4 out of the 5 joined him on his quest, and they became a crew, the Straw Hat Pirates. I know, cheesy name. Another great thing to note in this movie is how Luffy changed a narrative. So, in the movie, pirates are considered
a scourge upon this world.
Well, you heard the man, and you can probably tell he makes the laws. That's Vice Admiral Garp, by the way, who happens to be Luffy's
Grandpa?
Yes, grandfather. The one man who hates pirates more than anything. What a shame his grandson has to become one. Back to Luffy, he had a hard time convincing people he was a pirate because he just looked too good and innocent. Could you possibly compare him with these guys? I bet not. But he didn't let that discourage him. Everywhere he went, he did something worthy of note, that pirates could actually be good, and the people started warming up to the idea. But enough about Luffy. There are lots more interesting characters in this movie, like Zoro the pirate hunter. How a pirate hunter ended up working with someone who was about to become the most wanted pirate of all time is something you gotta watch to find out. Did I mention he fights with 3 swords? Now, Buggy the Clown was one of those characters whom you can't help but love, even though you want to hate him. The guy was annoying. But if we're to crown the biggest villain in this movie, it would be Arlong, the fish guy, or shark guy, I don't know. But there's this other guy, Kuro, who also gave me the creeps. Another character worthy of note is Kobe. Kobe is sweet and even way innocent than Luffy. His dream is to become a Marine. One thing that stood out in his character is how he stood for what he believed in, even if it meant going against the person who helped him actualize his dreams in the first place. Luffy saved him from a pirate named Alvida, who used him as a slave on her ship, and just when Luffy thought he would join him, he rejected his offer, even if he knew that becoming a Marine would make him an enemy of Luffy, since he's a pirate. When the time came, he had to follow orders and arrest Luffy, but eventually he realized that following orders isn't what makes you a good Marine, it's doing the right thing, or I think so. But trust Luffy not to get upset. In fact, he was actually thrilled the boy knew what he wanted. Mihawk is another interesting character to look out for. So is Chef Riggs. The man ate his own legs. Another thing that stood out is how Luffy stood up for his his friends, even if they wouldn't do it for him. Usopp and Sanji's stories are cool too, the flirty cook and the adventure storyteller who's never been on an adventure. If you're not sold on watching this movie yet, then I guess it's not for you. Check back next time, we might have something for you. Also, if you enjoyed this, then please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more movie moments.